I'm waiting on my first bus, and yes, I know I'm a little earlier than normal, and it's in the mid-90s today, or should I say right now. And yes, I'm sweating a little bit because of the heat. And right now, I would do anything to have just a little bit of rain. And please be respectful and kind in this chat. Because I know it's not easy for me to get on and do this channel. Because I got to work like at the time I'm supposed to. I got about 13 minutes before my bus gets here. Let's see if we can get at least one ticket scratched from the fun meal. If I can. Let's see if I can get this. I can scratch it. It might not be easy to scratch. Okay, it's definitely not easy to scratch. Hi, Daisy. Let's see if I can try this other side. To see if it works any better. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's slipping and sliding. There we go. We got number 8 and a 32. That's a 15. A number 25. And a 4. That's a number 19. No match. Number 9, another no match. 22, that's 3, y'all. Number 10. That's the number 30. That's the number 6. Ooh, my favorite number is 13. This is Alpha Male from Kansas. Number 3, that's a 1-off. That's a number 43. That's a number 2. That's a 1. Number 5, a 1-off. Number 24, that's a 1-off. Number 42. Number 16, that's a 1-off. That's a number 27. Sorry about that. My phone overheated and disconnected. Okay, let's see if we can continue. Number 7. That's a 1-off. That's a number 1. Yeah, my phone overheated and disconnected the whole entire internet. That's a 33. That's a 1-off. 2 more lines. That's a number 20. No match. Okay, there's a 41. That's a no match. Number 12. That's a no match. 21, another no match. That's a 37, another no match. 29, another no match. Number 11, that's 4 off. Number 40, another no match. 36, nope. And 38, another no match. And yes, it is actually hot, which makes my phone overheat. Whew. That will be good. And right now it's actually hot in the mid-90s. So I had to do one ticket before my bus got here. I don't like having my phone out in the sun too long. Because it'll overheat. It'll still be in the 90s here. Time to try and put my phone back in the case again. There we go. Whew. At least I got some water and ice with me. And 2 more minutes till my bus gets here. And I hope it gets here quick. So I can be on a nice cool bus. Maybe I should stand over in the shade for a minute or so. Till that bus gets here. And yes, a clipboard does come in handy. Whew. Oh, I'll try to stay cool. And like I said, I got ice and water. And I hope that bus gets here really quick. Yeah, I agree. It needs to hurry up. Because it's always cooler on the bus. So which direction is he coming?
He's got a few bags to pick up.
Yeah. Whew. Okay.
Alright, welcome aboard.
It's mid-90s today.
Yep.
Whew.
Now that strange new world that they just said that we dropped 2 episodes into each one.
I'm working on episode 2 of that show right now.
Well, congratulations. You're a little further than I am.
Wait, you're on episode 1 of season 3?
I finished episode 1 of season 3 this afternoon.
I finished up the first season 3, episode 1, before at 4 o'clock. Started watching episode 2.
Yeah.
So I had to pause that. So I could watch it live at 4.
I have to say, outside of the story, I really believe that Montgomery Scott and
You're the engineer?
yeah, the other engineer player played by Carol Kane. She is the one who practically like making somebody the miracle worker that he is. Because he made me realize one, he works well under pressure. Like he can come up with stuff under pressure. Like,
And one thing I can say is, throughout the whole original series back into the day, and going into the movie, the first 6 movies, we don't know how he became a miracle worker.
that's true.
Until season 3, the first episode of season 3 of Strange New Worlds.
Yeah, well, another thing to keep in mind is how Scotty was making an easy episode relics for 2024. Think about that.
400 north, 1200 west. Positive.
From that.
She's like one of one alien species that lives over 2,000 years old.
Yeah, hiding in plain sight here on Earth. So,
Yeah, I looked up and she's like a Latvian or something like that. It's not mentioned up on space at the moment.
yeah.
And once we get to know more about her species, or should I say her, the species, alien species that she came from, it might wind up being on FSSpace.com. And you need to look into that. It's FSSpace.com. It's one of those role-playing games that's online.
Yeah.
And when you do go to that, you have to go through the academy at first. And when you do your bio on there, they put when you get down to the referral, put Julia Troy. Troy. Because I spelled it that way, with the Troy instead of the Troi. Like it's on the next generation. He's on it too. Because the one thing I may think about is how to explain why Julia's last name is spelled with a Y instead of an I, and how she might be related to Lawson and Deanna Troy, but that I should be related to them. Because there's a whole weird conspiracy in that between the two last names.
Yeah. Well, keep in mind that Deanna's father
Is human.
Yeah.
And her mother is a full betazoid. And the thing is, the Julie Troy that I play is in the medical field as a counselor, and she's a full betazoid. And here's the kicker. I had both her telepathic and empathic ability been turned on since birth.
Makes sense.
There are most betazoids that if they have both abilities turned on from birth, they go crazy and nuts.
Yeah.
And I had my character go through extensive training, and which is a special type of training she had to go through to get both abilities under control. And on top of that, she had a younger sister that was 3 years younger than her. Okay? And when Julia Troy was 8 years old, her younger sister, who was 5, fell out of a tree and passed away. It almost mirrors what happened to Deanna Troy when her older sister drowned. It's almost the same experience, but a little different. But the thing is, Deanna Troy was just a baby when her older sister passed away from drowning. And with mine, is when my 5-year-old sister fell a tree, hit a rock, and passed away from the head injury. And the thing is, both of her parents are with Julie Troy's parents who became an ambassador, and her father was a medical officer, worked in the medical field as a doctor, a regular medical doctor. And he also became an ambassador. And both of them are the ambassadors for Beta. So they decided to become ambassadors after she graduated from the academy and started working on her first ship, which was the USS Ozoki. And on top of that, she has two animals, the Jack Russell Terrier named Spot and a Savannah cat named Dot, who works with her within the counseling patients.
Fascinating.
Because they approved on the ship she's on now by the captain. Because they're working animals to help with patients that don't want to open up to the counselor, so the animals are there to help them open up and start talking to the counselor. And right now, she's likely 7 months pregnant with triplets. And she's with a full Vulcan. Then Cirque.
Have mercy.
So all 3 triplets are going to be half Betazoid and half Vulcan.
All I can say is have mercy. But even more crazier is at least one of them goes to Vulcan path. The other one goes to Beta path.
And at the end,
The last one just goes nuts.
at the end, they with all 3 triplets, there's at least 1 or 2 girls and a boy.
Yeah, the boy's gonna be on the Vulcan path. He goes up to this spot.
But at the end, with Spock, it was actually half human, half Vulcan.
Well, that's true, but keep in mind though.
He actually went the Vulcan way instead of the human way. But it wasn't. He actually does show his human side very rarely. Especially when he hit that on far.
Yeah.
The thing is, it would be kind of interesting to see how the triplets would turn out. Would they all go the Vulcan way? Or would they go the Betazoid way? Or would they go do both?
Or just become straight up crazy. And not be accepted by either culture.
Because it would be very interesting when the triplets are born. And right now, since she's pregnant with the triplets, she can't go do missions at the moment. And when you do go out to FastSpace.com and put me as my character as a referral, you'll probably get assigned to the ship I'm on.
Yeah.
And there's different departments you could go into.
Sorry, I'm laughing because I'm also visualizing something just off the wall. I mean, granted, it's possible because if the Romulans are related to the Vulcans, there's already a Romulan Klingon hybrid. But thinking Vulcan Klingon hybrid.
Oh, I only explained that somebody came up with that one already. Up in space.
I really think about that one now.
Oh, the really hybrids that they came up with on in deadspace.com.
Totally logical from Vulcan, but has that warrior spirit like a Klingon.
That was fighting. There's some that did the Bajorn and Klingon. I only thought that they did a Klingon and Romulan.
Yep.
I know in the Next Generation they did Romulan and human.
Yeah. Silent and Tarsus.
And in the DS9, I know they did a hybrid. Voyager has a Klingon and human.
Oh yeah. Well, technically, Belana is not the only Klingon human. Taylor. Beta Worf was human Klingon.
So he's actually a full Klingon. Who was raised by humans.
Yes, Worf was full Klingon raised by humans. His mate, Taylor, was human Klingon. And Alexander is three-fourths human.
And a fourth Klingon.
Yeah, he's like three-quarters Klingon, one-quarter human. So he's got more Klingon in him than human. Of course, I really think the entire Klingon race has human genes in them because of the Enterprise episode of Fiction. When the Klingons started augment DNA and that they got some sort of illness and died, and part of the illness got rid of their ridges.
I know there's like other hybrids in the Star Trek series. And I know at least few of them were augmented. Julie Bashir was one of them.
Well, he was actually modified afterwards.
That's augmented because he was a modified. Issues were modified.
Of course, like, most augments that were effectively thrown in tend to be modified workers.
And I know there were Klingons in the regular series that were probably augmented. And that is something you want that I want to explain.
We don't discuss with outsiders. Yes, trouble.
It's the trouble in the DS9, which is a DS9 episode.
Troubles and tribulation. That's what it is.
Knew they had something to do with troubles.
Yeah.
They could, and they mixed it with the troubles from the original series. And I'm still trying to figure out how they pulled that one off.
A lot of, I have to say, a lot of work on the computer to, like, edit the footage. Like, yeah, they had to have something, like, custom practice sets to, like, for the modern characters, but just to use, like,
It seems from the original series.
it had, like,
amazing. And some of the technology we got now was actually came from the Star Trek series. The flip phone on the communicators.
Yeah. This is what we got the 1492.
And those one like Google goggles, the glasses from PS9.
Well, the two screens are,
Yeah, I'd say it's from the PS9. It's where we got those Google glasses from. And the tablets we got now, from the past, the packet tablets where we use, also from Star Trek.
yeah.
Flat screen TVs, the view screen from Star Trek.
On screen.
And they're getting close to actually doing the holodeck. Because somebody came out with a full wall that's almost like a holodeck. And I wonder how much more technology we're going to get from it Star Trek. Because if you look at all the technology that's actually on Star Trek, then watch all the technology that's on Star Wars, you could see very few that cross over between the two. But the thing is, the 3D holographic projections at Star Trek is more advanced than the 3D holographic projections on Star Wars. Because because of the holodecks and everything on Star Trek, you can actually touch it, taste it, smell it, hear it.
Oh yeah.
Plus you can even see it. But with it on the Star Wars, you can't touch it because your hand will go right through it. And you can't taste it, you can't smell it, you can't do nothing but hear it and see it.
Yep.
communicating with anybody besides the droids.
Oh, yeah.
They have to travel long distances to get to each other.
Well, Obi-Wan, you have to hear probably home.
Then there's like the replicators that's on Star Trek, but you don't hardly see that on Star Wars.
No.
Then there's transporters. Do you actually see that on Star Wars? Probably not.
No.
You might have warp speed on Star Wars and on Star Trek.
I think hyperdrive is experiencing the warp drive. Like, hyperdrive is like going to warp 1.
Right.
Maybe warp 1.5, but... Yeah.
My God, it's
Warp
really
5 makes that NX-01 would go faster.
There's some similarities between Star Wars and Star Trek. Oh, there's also differences between the two. Okay, I will do that here in a minute. When I get off.
Well, hello there.
Here, right on time.
Well, I saw you earlier.
Yeah. That's good.
Oh, that's it. Well, welcome aboard.
Thanks.
Oh, I think it's the ones here in Utah. And I'll see you tomorrow.
See you later.
Okay. Now then, yeah, all those mountains right there. Yeah, that's the Wasatch Mountains. And the thing is, that mountain right there is Mount Bellman, and it was used as a Paramount logo. Let's just say, gotta live against the mountains. And yes, these mountains are really beautiful. Okay, made it to the second stop for me to catch my next bus. Whew. And from where I sit, one more after this one I have to catch because I got two more. And I could have the mountains right in the background from where I'm sitting. And I will admit, I don't like this heat. I haven't measured how far I am from the house yet. the closest bus stops I have is the one down on North and Monroe, and that's about a 20-minute walk. And that's about right around a half a mile to a mile. And the one on 2nd and Harrison, which is a 10-minute walk, and that's less than a half a mile. Yeah. Okay, this actually feels good. Nice and cold too. second bus. So I can get to the last bus to get home. Oh, I drank some water. And it doesn't help much. It takes me 3 buses to get home and right around 3 buses to get to work. And it takes me around close to 2 hours one way. Yeah. Alright. Okay, off the second bus, and now it's time to wait for the last bus. And it won't take that long for it to get here. And at least there's better shade right here. Now is one more bus to go. And one thing I can admit is, at least I'm happy that I don't live down in Arizona or in Death Valley right now, where it's reaching at least 120 degrees or harder. And it seems like it's gonna stay in the 90s all through next week or so. I hate those glitters. Okay, my last bus is finally here. Hopefully. Yep, my last bus. Goodness, these buses have AC. Yep, last bus for me to get home. And I don't want to be surprised if everybody else is on Chico's line. Hey, am I still overheated?
Hey,
I'm just turned 43.
What's that?
And I do look younger than 43. Heck, I still claim to be 21. Heck, I got a lot of comments from a lot of people saying that I don't look my age. I look like I'm somebody in my 20s. I either look younger than older. I may look young, act young, claim to be younger than my actual age, knowing my actual age, but my body tells me I'm older than that. And I'm no spring chicken anymore. Never been married, never had any children. All because of a health condition that I have. Which gives me 1 in 4 chances of with the kids. But should I say 1 in 40 chances of risking my life? That's cool. Way cool. That's a good job getting out of that one marriage and getting to a good one. Now if I could find me a man, a good guy. was that easy either. I don't blame her. Some people are happy being married. Some are happy being single. Almost with everything now. Yeah. Now I'm off with my last bus. And before my phone decides it wants to kick me off, I think I need to Here in a few minutes or so, I might end the stream before my phone decides to take me off from overheating again. Yeah, it seems like it. I actually got off the work on time today. So I was out at the bus stop a little earlier than usual, which made it seem a little longer than normal. At the end of the line, before I end the line, with the view of the mountains. One of the most beautiful things here in Utah. I haven't figured that one out yet. And I know these mountains are quite beautiful. Yeah, I actually enjoy the scenery myself, especially when I get to see it every day. Nice talking to everybody. Yeah, these Wasatch Mountains are actually part of the Rockies. And I know I'll be live again. Probably tomorrow. And I'm gonna end it now. Bye, everybody.